Making a choice from the Netflix library's more than 15,000 titles can be challenging. While you are aware of the films and television programs that receive significant advertising, there are some that are less well-known yet deserve your attention since they are excellent. So, with a surprise pick near the end of this video, I'll be showing you 10 Netflix hidden treasures that are well worth your time. Let's get going. The first is the Luke Zool-directed documentary Trust No One, The Hunt for the Crypto King, which follows a group of cryptocurrency investors as they look into the sudden death of founder of the crypto exchange Jerry Cotton and the $250 million they think he took from that. The new information is astounding for those of you who have been following the topic ever since it first made headlines a few years ago. And it's a wholly captivating glimpse into the lives of folks who work with cryptocurrency. Operation Mincemeat is a British war drama movie based on Ben McIntyre's book of the same name. It tells the true story of two British intelligence agents who devised a crazy scheme to trick the Germans and alter the course of World War II. With a superb cast that includes Colin Firth, Matthew McFadden, Kelly MacDonald, and Jason Isaacs, it has excellent performances. Operation Mincemeat is a must-watch if you like historical spy dramas. A disaster that obliterates the majority of humanity is the setting of the American fantasy drama series Sweet Tooth, which is based on Jeff Lemire's comic book series of the same name. It centers on Gus, a youngster who is part human and half deer. Numerous people are after Gus and trying to kill him for sport as he travels through the American West. Sweet Tooth has outstanding performances and stunning photography, and it is highly intriguing. The second season of the show has been renewed by Netflix, and it will likely release in 2023. Antoine Fuqua's American crime drama The Guilty was written by HBO's True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto and is based on his script. Officer Joe Baylor of the LAPD is worried by the guilt's Jake Gyllenhaal. Joe gets put on the night shift at a 911 call center after being demoted. Over the course of a single day, Morning Joe gets a call from a kidnapped woman who tries to save her but quickly realizes that not everything is as it seems. The Guilty has dramatic moments and Gyllenhaal has an outstanding performance. Tony Ayers and Christian Weid produced the 8-episode crime thriller miniseries Clickbait, which is set in Oakland, California. Those closest to family man Nick Burr, who was kidnapped in a crime with a nasty online twist, scramble to find out who is responsible and why as the story follows them. It's better to suspend disbelief and enjoy the journey in this film, which at moments feels like a Black Mirror spin-off. Fun fact, while the majority of Clickbait was actually filmed in Melbourne, Australia, despite the fact that it is set in Oakland, California. One of the most underappreciated Netflix original movies to ever be produced is Kodachrome, an American dark comedic drama that should not be mistaken with the Paul Simon song of the same name. Jason Sudeikis, who some of you will recognize as Ted Lasso, and Ed Harris are the two main stars. The story centers on a record industry CEO who travels from New York to Kansas with his odd father, a well-known photographer who is dying of illness, in order to visit the final Kodachrome film development facility before it closes. The tale is driven by strong performances, which is another evidence that Ed Harris is one of the most underrated actors of all time. Let's move on to something else different. Tim Miller's adult animated anthology series Love, Death, and Robots is incredibly underestimated. This collection of short, standalone episodes includes works in the fantasy, science fiction, comedy, and horror genres, including the aforementioned Black Mirror. Each episode is under 22 minutes long. Despite the fact that they are not all excellent, the episodes are not connected. You can move on to the next episode if you don't like one. The majority of the episodes are really interesting and have memorable stories. Nonetheless, beautiful animation. Love, Death, and Robots has been renewed for a 4th season and is currently available on Netflix for the first 3 seasons. The 5-episode docuseries With the Worst Roommate Ever is up next. Most of you have probably had at least one bad encounter with a roommate you could not stand. You might think that living alone is a preferable alternative after viewing these unique tales with frightening real-life repercussion. The Worst Roommate Ever is a must-watch if you enjoy true crime television. The adventure comedy drama movie Hunt for the Older People is based on Barry Crump's book Wild Pork and Watercress. Sam Neill plays Uncle Hector, a cranky old guy who serves as a father figure to Julian Dennison's character, Ricky Baker, a juvenile offender. Here is the narrative. As the pair, who are ignored by most people and who become targets of the manhunt after running into the New Zealand bush, search for the bolder people. It is a highly enjoyable family-friendly movie with uplifting and amusing moments scattered throughout. It's better than you'd expect, I assure you. Bill Burr Live at Red Rocks is a comedy program that won't appeal to everyone because it will offend those who are very sensitive or take things too seriously. Bill Burr, a comedian, speaks at the Red Rocks Amphitheater during this show about feminism being canceled in popular culture, receiving negative feedback from his wife, and experiencing a life-altering epiphany. You should watch this politically incorrect stand-up special if you like Dave Chappelle or Ricky Gervais. Thanks for watching. If this video was useful for you, give it a thumbs up and share with others. What hidden gem on Netflix do you think is deserving of more attention? Let us know about it in the comments. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe and click the bell notification icon. Not miss out on our latest top 10 seconds and other tech-related stuff here on Tri-AiTechs.